Okay. Oh, I just realized my lighting isn't right. I'll be right back, guys. Ah, that looks better. Cool. All right. So sorry for that false alert. It's still not perfect though. What in the world is going on here? Pardon me while I attempt to fix this live instead of before I started. Okay, looks a little better now. All right. Some of that static there over here looked a little bit fuzzy to me. I didn't like that. All right. Anyway, we're live, and I want to go ahead and start the Daily Rapid. I'm only joining like 10 minutes late. Normally, I'm like over half an hour late, so maybe I can do a little bit better now. So I've just joined here. It started with 2:30. It's a 2 hour and 30-minute tournament. So I do believe I can play the whole thing, and yeah, 2.5 hours from now would be like 4:30 ish. Yeah, 4:30 my time on the Eastern U.S. So yeah, so we're gonna get started, and hopefully I'll get paired up here soon. Get a game going. Okay, I'm black against someone under 1500. I'm gonna go ahead and berserk him. So he's playing the Caro-Kann now. Let's see if he'll yeah, exchanging off that bishop is a little bit suspect as far as plans go. Okay, so I'm just trying to play quickly. Get castled. His king's still in the center. He needs to castle one way or another. Not sure why he wasted time doing this. Okay, it's bringing the knight has to go back where it came from. So it's kind of a free queen move on my part. So he's giving me a bunch of tempo here by moving these pieces more than once. This looks like a decent move as well. Just it's like what's going on with these pawns here? Why aren't they defended? All right, I'll take the center pawn. Thanks very much. My queen's not getting trapped, right? I guess not. Hey, Sonic Castle. How's it going, man? All right, so queen here is a nice threat. So let's do that. Bishop's pinned. Can't harass my queen anymore like this. Okay, this is still a threat, right? I'm winning a piece here, I believe. Pawn here, bishop here, though. Yeah, that doesn't work. All right, let's go here then. Well, maybe you won't find it. I don't know. Like I don't mind this move actually. I just move my queen back this way. So the knight moves and I get this pawn, perhaps? Yeah, I'm doing great. Excited for Monday at Chess with Chris. So I always like Mondays around my household. It's the first day I get to stream every week. I don't mind this trade, so I'm just going to pick up a pawn here, I think. All right, I'm low on time for sure. I have to play quickly against these guys when I berserk. I've dropped this pawn, but I can pick it right back up. I thought I could. All right. So now what? Let's bring the queen back. You actually thought about this song. Oh yeah. So I don't know who requested it, but this is actually requests that were left over from Tuesday. So a bunch of, I think your request Underground is coming up next, actually, from last week. I'm hoping the bishop goes back this way. And he doesn't. All right. That's okay. Not interested in the bullet shield. No. No, I'm not too happy about playing bullet normally. I have played bullet on stream before, but I like to be able to talk during the stream. Although this doesn't really give me much time to talk now, does it? Berserking, I mean. But all right, let's do this. Put pressure here. If he goes this way, I can go here maybe. He's just shifting really passively. Could also double up on the B file. Somewhere, maybe one of these. Okay. Does that move? I'll just take the pawn, right? Yeah, if he takes here, I take with a queen, because this pawn's pinned to the pin this way. And he can't move his bishop, right? Because I take his queen with check for the discovery here. All right, so I've won 2 pawns now. Just a matter of converting in 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes left on the clock. All right. I need to make a lift. Okay. He lets me do it this way, I guess. Maybe my rook can get active on the H file going into H2. That seems cool. All right, he stopped that. Just push the pawn. Get behind my own passed pawn. I can move this rook now. Only a minute left. I should have just taken that bishop. What am I? Okay. Stop this check. I want to take this pawn next. I guess he's taking here. But the trades just make it easier. Especially with this king getting cut off like this. Oh, I keep not taking his bishop. I don't understand. All right. should facilitate another trade. Have I heard Underground somewhere? That's the, yeah, no, I think that's the first time I've heard that song. If I go here and he takes, this should still win, but that's a hard endgame to win. So I just need to step back here, keep his king cut off, and then push forward. Should be easy enough to win this in a minute. All right, and he's resigned. Back to tournament. All right, so I berserked that and successfully converted that. That was nice. You heard it in Robots. Robots. Was that a movie, like an animated movie? I don't think I ever saw that. I'm not sure what Robots movie that is that you're talking about. I vaguely recall some kind of Disney or Pixar thing called Robots, but I don't think I ever saw it. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll have to check that out sometime. All right, so I've got my work cut out for me here, but he's berserked, which is nice of him. Gives me a chance. He's less than 100 points higher than me, though, so maybe I can get him. Okay, Grunfeld. Bishop d2 is my pet line. I'm not used to when they give up the dark squared bishop. Usually they don't do all this number here when I go bishop d2. So I have to think now. I'm kind of surprised they went into this. So queen b3 kind of ties the bishop down. Also defends my c3 pawn. So that seems logical. Hey Fonza. Yeah, Fonza. I left the requests from last stream. So all right, where's this knight wanting to go here? Can I prevent that and just play bishop b5? He's gonna go a6. I go here. No, that's no good. So the thing is, I wanted to move the knight here, or maybe here. No, that's okay. Let's just go the knight here to prevent this, and then bishop here and castle. All right, so he's giving me the d4 square, which is nice. My knight can go there eventually. So I'll go here, playing like stuff like this. If his knight goes here, I have f4 to kick it out. All right, so Elton John has been requested. Bum, bum, ba-da. All right, I think I'm gonna play f4 just to prevent knight here. Trump is on YouTube right now. That's interesting. Let's get the king off of this open diagonal here. I'm gonna try to keep the light, this long diagonal clogged up as long as his bishop's here. I could also play like bishop here eventually, but I don't want his knight coming here at the moment, so I'm gonna leave that the way it is. I'm tempted by f5. Maybe I'll bring the other rook over first. Mafia Elite laughs. Urgent speech at the American Farm Bureau? Oh boy. Yeah, I somehow I doubt that's all that urgent. All right. Okay, I don't want to take this actually because of the whole this discovery here. But I can threaten to take by going this way. So that the rook and the queen are coordinating on c3. So I think his knight has to go backwards now. Oh, interesting. So if I take, he takes back with the knight. If I take here first, he's got more pressure on this pawn. So we're just trading pawns off. Right? Oh, no, he gets an advanced c3 pawn, right? But maybe that's weak. I can go like rook f3 and attack it. Let's go for that. I don't think he can defend that pawn. Oh, he can actually after the trade. Yeah. Well, no, he can't because of knight here. So queen here, he has to go rook there, and then I go knight here, and then this pawn's dead. Pretty sure. As long as there's no back rank issue. I don't think there is. Although, I guess I lose the A pawn. Right? I go here and take. Let's hit this right now. Maybe I can do this and then take in a different order or something so that the A pawn doesn't fall. His bishop is his mobility is severely impaired. My knight looks so much better than the bishop does. Just hoping this pawn, I can win this pawn, and then I'll be a pawn up. Alright, so let's go knight here. This is the plan. That's a good point. That's a good point. Now he's got this pawn. Man. We can't do that, can he? Really? Oh, he takes my rook, and then my queen is overworked. Okay, but I win the a6 pawn. Oh, he's got back rank threats. Crap. He had a back rank threat right away. No. No, 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 no. That's my bad. Boy, my train of thought there didn't quite catch up fast enough before my my fingers. Hey Mafia Elite, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. All right, I want to get another game here. That was a rough game. Tried to get some good man going, but it didn't work. Good man. Yeah, it's going well. Okay. So 1782. Let's see if we can beat this guy. Alright. The exchange Caro-Kann. The Panna Botvinnik. Oh, look at this guy. So this is the line that's probably one of the most challenging to meet with the Caro-Kann. So I'm going to pin here. Play e6. So the Panna Botvinnik attack, I think I've recommended for white against the Caro-Kann on stream before. This is the Panna Botvinnik. Not too many e4 players are keen on playing both d4 and c4 after they play d4, so you don't see this too much, except against people, I guess, like this guy who have played against the Caro-Kann quite a bit. So, do they play the advanced? Yeah, I see it. I see it here and there. E-chips. So the thing about this line in the Panna Botvinnik is that I'm looking to exchange pieces and trade down to an endgame where this d pawn is a liability for him. it's not the most interesting plan. I mean, that's basically my only path to an advantage is trading off pieces and getting into an endgame. So it's a little bit on the boring side, but it's hard to fight for an advantage actually as black, because white can avoid trading pieces, too many pieces, and then and actually attack me. So it can be hairy too to try to defend. That's my experience with this line anyway. I'm not sure if I would say. I'm not sure if I would call them wild. All right, so he castled. Do I want to take right away? I guess there's no reason to take right away. Let's just develop. Actually, could I have taken here? No, he just takes with the queen. Yeah, that doesn't work. Is it easier French for black? Yeah. Like the advanced French is really cramping, but the advanced Caro-Kann is not too bad because I get the bishop out. So. And being able to trade off my bad bishop for this good knight, because the knight is what's holding down e4 and d5 after they advance. So being able to trade this off, and then putting all of the normal French pressure against this this d4 pawn, the base of the pawn chain, makes things pretty easy. It's a pretty easy plan for black in the advanced Caro-Kann. So, all right. So I'm going to play just to stop this pawn advance. I don't want him to be able to trade off his weakness here. So I need to stick a knight here, I guess. Oh, that doesn't work though because he trades, and then I have to take back with the pawn. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just have to allow that. Yeah, the double X intro. That's what the song is. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and castle here. I don't mind if he takes, because he gives it the bishop pair. And now I'm kind of reluctant to give up this bishop here. And this advance is almost never going to be played now because the clamp down here. All right, so he's won the bishop pair back because I'm not going to allow him to take this pawn. So if he wants to take here, that's fine. I'm going to go here. Maybe. Well, let's see. I like threatening this pawn, but let's go over here. I'll capture towards the center here. No big deal. Okay. I rook against this pawn. Any other rook on this file? So now we both have endgame liabilities with our isolated pawns. Oh right. Now I don't, but that's because I'm a pawn down. Oh, Chris, the chess you play sometimes. All right, I'm gonna go here, hoping that he'll do this so that I can double up my rooks with tempo. Okay, he hasn't gone for that. All right, so I'm a pawn down here. Maybe I can work on hitting this pawn. You know, my rooks are now both opposite both of these pawns on the open files here. So let's do something like this. Yeah, at least no weak pawn, right? I lost a pawn, but You know, that was my weak pawn, so it's one less thing for me to look after. So I'm threatening to take here and then take here. So with the queen or the rook? Probably the rook, right? I want to keep this pawn on dark squares. And I'm not necessarily looking for a queen trade being a pawn down. But yeah, he's got to deal with this pawn now. I'm prepared to double up now. Could also think about bishop f6 to target this this pawn here. I don't think he can get both of his rooks defending this pawn quick enough. So, you know, after I bring out every single piece to attack this pawn, he's going to lose it, I think, eventually. But honestly, I'd rather win one of these, I think, just so he doesn't have the 2-to-1 on the queen side. Oh, interesting. So bishop here undefends this pawn. But I can't take it because he takes my rook. So maybe rook here or rook here. Let's go rook here, and if he defends, I'll just go like this. Well, I can just take it. Like he has to defend with the bishop to avoid losing the pawn, and then I can just attack it with the bishop to get rid of the idea of losing the exchange. So it was all a plan to get the d pawn. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. So I'm threatening 2 pawns now. I don't see how he defends both. Okay. So I can take a2, I can take here. As I said before, this pawn's weak, right? It's going to be permanently weak. So the queen on a2, although I lose a7, right, to rook a1. Oh, but then I take a2. Yeah, we're just trading everything off. I'm not sure if that's good for me or not. It's kind of hard to win when you start trading all your pawns. But yeah, this is the weak pawn, right? So I'd rather take the not so weak pawn. It's kind of nice when I attack 2 pawns and he defends neither, so I get the choice of which one to take. All right, so now I can get my queen here and then take this pawn next move. If he takes here, I take it with tempo. Oh wait, my bishop's hanging. What can I do with my bishop? I guess again, put more pressure here. Stop this this coordination that could happen when the bishop moves. So you can't defend this pawn, and I'm just going to be a pawn up here. But converting just one pawn in an endgame like this is not going to be the easiest task in the world. So he's starting to take here, winning a pawn. I think I have to block this way, and just lose this pawn. I don't know. And then maybe take it back. I'm trading this pawn for this pawn, right? So with this blocked, he won't be threatening anything from here. And then I can just take here, challenging the queen. Oh no, he'll have this maneuver. Okay, wait, let's calculate this to figure out whose turn is what. So takes with my rook here. No, I'm taking his rook. Okay, so here takes, and then takes. His rook's gone, so everything's fine. And if he doesn't take my rook but gives check instead, then we're... Yeah, I mean, he's threatening... Oh, wait. So rook up, check, here, takes. He's threatening mate. But I could just step back with the rook to defend that. And then I can get both of my rooks on. Yeah, that should work. I think so. I think so. The reason I'm moving this rook as opposed to this rook is because I'm threatening to take here now. Yeah, because I'm threatening to take here, winning a pawn, like basically for nothing. Because my queen comes back. So after this trade, I should be... Am I 2 pawns up? No, I'm just winning this pawn like I was planning on, right? I was planning to do this anyway. So after taking this pawn, it's 4 pawns to 3. How to convert. How to convert. It feels like my king should be safer than his, but it doesn't really feel that way. Like, I mean, his king has more open squares, just barely. So do I block the check, or do I move up? I think blocking the check makes more sense. And pre-move the recapture. I always find it hard to convert when all the big guns are left on the board. Yeah, there's a lot to calculate when the queens and rooks are still around. It almost doesn't even feel like an endgame when there's such a big possibility of checkmate looming. All right. Feels like there ought to be a tactic or something. Hmm. What do I do here? I sort of like the idea of g5, but I don't know if that loosens my king by opening this diagonal. But I do like the idea that I'm covering these squares, maybe thinking about queen here, queen f4. Although if we trade queens, then my pawn has to recapture, and Heavy Trash is not playing, so I'm not sure who requested that. But sorry, I'm gonna have to skip it. But yeah, if we trade queens on this square, then he has like 2-1 here. I mean, I have 3-1, but yeah, the 2-1 on the outside is not the best. I'm gonna trade here first. Get my king up this way. My king still feels fairly safe here. As long as my queen is covering a lot of these squares around the h-file. Oh my god, I just dropped this pawn. Okay, but maybe his king is opening up more. And if we trade here, it's just a draw. There's a neat trick here. If he blocks with f3, then I have this check winning his rook. Okay, yeah, so I have to block with the queen. And I don't want to trade queens here, right? Because I have all the weak pawns, and yeah, he's just winning. Wow. I don't want to trade. I can't trade here. I mean, I'm not even seeing like a threat that I can make that makes sense. Like he could be threatening this kind of stuff. Let's not lose on time. I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I'll say at this point, I would feel like I'm lucky to get a draw here. I can't believe I dropped this pawn. Yeah, I wasn't looking well enough at the rook trade. Yeah, the king had a job to do. I didn't notice that at all. All right, he's threatening mate. Let's get that same check again. Maybe he'll repeat. We'll get a draw here. All right, it's a draw. Eke that one out there. I keep losing pawns. I got to pay more attention. I feel like I'm just now waking up or something. All right. Casual ply, 1811. Okay. Playing a Nimzo. Oh no, a Dutch. Interesting. Yeah, this move order can trick me into playing c4. I'm not supposed to play c4 against the Dutch, but so I can take here and then play e4. Yeah, this is sort of how I like to treat the Dutch. Just to fight for the early e4 with bishop g5 and knight c3. But usually my pawn is back on c2. All right, and here that just loses a pawn, right? What is he doing? I don't get that move at all. I'll just take with the knight next. Just so my pawns, stay in order. Get the pieces active. I didn't think too hard about that move, because I'm not tempted at all to take this pawn while I could take here. Opening up the position while my king is still in the center. So again, it's another pawn sack. So I don't think, like, all right, if I take here, you can take here, and then it could be a check, and then I play bishop b2, and then I'm castling. I don't see the downside, honestly. Not right away. He can also do this, but again, my king is going over here. I'm not worried about opening up my queen side or anything. So I guess he's winning one of these pawns. All right, now this is loose here now. I can take this way, and when he takes back, I'll just build up my bishop and castle. And then we have to deal with all this. I guess I'm losing all my pawns that I lost. Queen here might be something. Yeah, Fonza, there was a song earlier that didn't skip. I didn't know who requested it. Actually, I don't have to. This is protected twice, attacked twice. This is protected once, attacked once. I don't actually have to do anything here, so I'm going to castle. Taking here would just isolate these pawns unnecessarily. Pushing here is tempting to get the pass pawn, but I don't know how I can hold that pawn, really. He's blockading this to guard it. Okay, now that's a free pawn. He's really, really loose with his pawns, isn't he? But again, it's really weak, right? But takes, and then knight here. Yeah, I can't go queen here, can I? I just get castled. Pawn here, wow. So this pawn is passed now. Hey 3HS, welcome to the stream. Always good to see you in the chat. Alright. So I'm playing as someone who played the Dutch defense and then sacked a pawn. I don't really know what to say other than the fact that he probably has some dynamic play because I have some weak pawns here. But I want to go like this would be a nice threat to have. He probably doesn't want to play this move just to stop me from going here. Okay, so now this is met by here. So I want to hit this pawn. Bishop f1 kind of makes sense. I can play g3 and bishop g2 later. The bishop doesn't look too impressive on this diagonal here, so transferring over here might be nice. This pawn will probably want to be rolling eventually anyway, extending the scope of the bishop on g2. So yeah, this move comes with tempo. Alright, so he's hitting my queen. It's not very nice. Let's put the queen here. Actually, couldn't I have just taken that pawn? Wait a minute. I could have just taken that pawn earlier. What am I looking at? Yeah, I'm just going to take here. If I can. Song request that is. Oh. Crap. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so I need to go here to block the discovery check. So he's attacking my queen and threatening all sorts of like discovered craziness. So he got his pawn back, but I'm about to win this one, I guess. And I'm gonna have issues with these pawns, like knight back here, and he's threatening this one and this one. Knight here defends this temporarily. Not sure how long that's gonna last. But after knight takes here, I'll be able to play with my queen here. Oh wait, my bishop's holding this for now. I don't have to worry about that too much. Oh, he's trading queens. Okay. Hitting the rook and defending the pawn. I'll just come back. It's still a threat. But now this pawn's passed, just like mine. Alright, so I get my knight to d4, like I was saying earlier. Maybe I can move these pawns to the dark squares and then get my bishop out this way somehow. I don't know. I mean, all these squares are covered by his knight and pawns. But yeah, I think getting the pawns on dark squares to threaten to push them forward. It's a good idea. He's got this potential for this nice pawn chain here. Yeah, I'll keep going forward. I just let me have this pawn. I don't see any downsides to taking it. So now both of these pawns are rolling pretty quickly. I need to get my rook here, maybe move my knight somewhere else so that this pawn has support. Because right now this move's stopped by rook here after he moves his bishop, for example. Oh wait, he doesn't have to move his bishop. What am I thinking? Or does he? Because if I takes, pawn up. If he moves the knight back here, I can just push. Takes. I mean, that looks good for me. What am I missing in my calculation there? Rook takes, knight takes, pawn up. Where does his knight go other than back to e5? Nowhere scary. And then I'm just rolling these pawns forward. This one comes to e7 with tempo. He goes rook over. I got the other pawn here. Yeah, 2 rooks on the 7th, or 2 pawns on the 7th. Seems amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Second exchange on my stream. To quote another streamer. Wow, he doesn't accept. Haha, interesting. So I can give check and then push. Oh, I don't have support for this pawn right now. Okay, but I'm up a piece now. Yes, but I'm losing all my pawns, but I'm up a piece. So let's go here. See what I can do about this, about saving this pawn perhaps. After I take here, I can go knight here, for example. Get the rook behind. This looks good for me. I mean, I'm a piece up. Piece and a pawn for that matter. Yeah, take my material. Yeah, I wish you'd taken there. I think the 2 pawns on the 7th rank would have been great for me. So this pawn's okay, he's got my knight there. I guess g4 to defend. Could also just push if he takes the knight. No. He's got this square covered. Alright, g4 and he plays g6, then what? Knight here? That stops the rook from attacking this pawn. I like that square for my knight. Oh, he's attacking. Yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, with him attacking here, it's like I need to, darn. Yeah, I'm losing this pawn now. Alright, let's blockade this, and then I'll take this pawn in response to him taking this pawn. He's got this move coming, but I can defend like this, I guess. Takes. Boy, so many pawns. I don't want to trade so many pawns. I guess I'll go pawn up here. Yeah, let's go up here. Okay, pawns are good. Zernix. Some lady put comment on this song. Sounds like cats being strangled. That's hilarious. All right, so I'm a piece up, but there's so few pawns left on the board. It's not going to be easy to win. So pawn up here, probably just to avoid trades. Also keeps his pawns on the light squares for my bishop. Yeah, there's all kinds of good music out there. Alternative being one of them. Okay, knight here. Knight here and there. I don't know. Seems like a decent square for my knight. Attacking this pawn. Like, literally everything is hanging. This position is crazy. After the rook sack and c6, he doesn't have to move his knight. He has rook takes d6, winning all the pawns plus the exchange. Ah, Salty Clown, I missed that line. Yeah. Alright, so we're trading again. This is not fun. I can actually go knight here now, defending. Because if I defend with my bishop, he trades. So I can defend like this. It's not ideal. I guess it'll work for now. Here, am I worried about repeating? I guess not. I can go knight here. But then the trades happen, and then the rook, and then the bishop and pawn stay here forever. I'm okay with trading knights, but if I lose this pawn in the process, that's not fun. Alright, so knight here now forces a trade, basically, except that he takes my pawn after that. Alright, let's get my king up a little bit, I guess. Does that help me? Where can my bishop go? Maybe my bishop belongs here. Let's try that. Why didn't you tell me you bought Stockfish? What? Why would anybody buy Stockfish? Oh, I can't do that because of the rook check. So let's shoot. So bishop here maybe? I need to get in a position where I can push this pawn. At the moment that's not happening. Stockfish is free, yeah. Yeah, Stockfish is open source. It's the best kind of software. Open source software, best kind of software. Alright, so I can take this pawn now. Might as well. So winning a pawn is better than trading a pawn. Okay. I only have a minute left. I have to go quickly. Let's attack this pawn now. It's easy to see moves when you're the viewer. I just wish I had half the skills as when I'm watching streams as compared to when I play. Yeah, that's a nice trick actually. I like to learn that trick as well. Sometimes I'm watching someone even as good as like King's Crusher is a really good player. And sometimes like he'll miss certain things and I'm like, what are you doing? Just take the free rook or whatever. When he's playing Bullet or something. Yeah. I would start yelling at my TV. What are you doing, man? Alright, he's taking this pawn, I guess. He goes knight here, I have rook here. And knight here, what do I do then? I guess rook here. Yeah, this knight check doesn't do too much, I don't think. This king's cut off, that's nice. Push h4 next. Just keep pushing these pawns. My knight is guarding this, so that's nice. He thought he had like Anastasia's mate, but my knight was covering that square. Alright, back to tournament. Alright. That was a quick game. It felt quick, but I guess it was 20 minutes long almost. Alright, the song... Why are we here when we have a request from Meat Chips? That was weird. You must have headed it like right after that song ended. I'll go ahead and skip my music. Get back to the song request. The song request queue is now empty, so whoever requests next will be up right after the song. Okay, so I got my second win in after a draw and a loss. Let's keep going. Maybe I can beat this guy. Actually, I ran across my first player today who played e4 after I played c6. It's the first time I'd ever seen that. Alright. Now we're in a Slav. Good night there. Still just a normal Slav. Royal Taylor, make a move. It's got to be a legit song. I'm not sure if that's a troll song or what, but yeah, it's got to have more likes and dislikes. All right, so now we're in like an exchange Slav, which is really boring, but I'll try to play it as best I can. Wonder if I can get away with bringing my bishop out, leaving my light squares behind on the queen side. I don't know. I don't know if I can get away with that. I think I'm not gonna tempt fate. Just leave my bishop back here for now. Go e6, bishop d6, castle. Hey, Rick. Welcome to Chess with Chris. E-chips, recently I've been outplayed in exchange Slav a lot from the black side. Huh. I wonder if there's some video out that white d4 players are watching. Alright, let's just go e6, bishop d6, castle. Should be okay here. I started a little bit early today here, Rick. A3 just seems like a waste of time. Castle next. Stay healthy bods remind me about water, but I didn't actually bring any water. All I have is my iced coffee. So that's gonna have to be good enough. Stay healthy bot. Let's see. I kind of like to play for f5, f4, aggressive. But finding a spot for this knight might be tricky. If I go here, he just kicks it away with tempo. If I go here, he can move his knight up, and I have to deal with this knight. It's not good. If I go back, actually that helps defend this square, and also prepares f5. I guess he has e4 in that case, but I'll trade down and give him the isolated pawn. It's not terrible, right? Next I'll play f5 and knight back to f6. Started studying philosophy in the university. Wow. Man, the first time I studied philosophy in university, I was not happy. You get so many things questioned. You get so many questions. I can't stand that. You've also got a lot of time for chess. Cool, man. Good to hear. It's funny. Some people have time for chess, but no interest, right? Like I see viewers come and go, and I have a feeling it's because they lose interest in chess or whatever. Chess is hard, so you gotta study it in order to improve. And if you don't improve, some people lose interest. So, all right, now knight back here, and I've got stuff going here. Yeah, chess is hard. I agree, black hands. So now maybe queen over and back this way, and I can start some kind of kingside attack maybe. We'll see. It's not the normal plan in these structures. Like, I'm not supposed to play for f5 and do all that, so I wasted a lot of time. You're supposed to play on the queen side, but we're both playing on the queen side, right? Like, both of our pawn structures are pointing this way. So f5 is my way of, like, trying to neutralize. Like, one of his pawn breaks is e4. He can't play that anymore. Now, if I can just stop his queenside pawns, all the energy is going to be focused on the king side, where I have a space advantage. So I should be okay here. Okay, and this bishop here move, it's actually really hard for him to deal with this bishop, right, with all these pawns on dark squares. So I don't blame him for this move, but this is a bad move, right? I mean, it doesn't really do anything. All right, so now queen here, probably heading over to the king side. Tyrus says, also the light square bishop has the route to freedom via d7 and e8 if the time for maneuvers are permitted. Yeah, that's true, eventually. All right, so he's bringing his knight over this way. That's not a bad plan. I wonder if I want to start for like this as well. That's awfully risky though. I think my king gets a little bit too unsafe if that happens. Maybe knight up here. That kind of stops this knight from moving because I have this threat here. All right, so he's opened up the f file. That's good news. All right, now queen here maybe. Threatens to win a pawn, I believe. It's only got 2 defenders here. Lots of typical Dutch ideas in the Stonewall structure. Yeah, I basically transposed into like some kind of Stonewall Dutch at this point. So I'm imagining he's going to take here. I've got rook lift ideas coming. Okay, so now my queen's hit, so I can't just take here. So maybe this. Yeah, I really expect him to take here. Give me the weak c6 pawn. In fact, this weakness is serious, but I'm playing for a kingside advance. Okay, I'll take here. Oh, now his rook has... His knight has a retreating square, but I still have a lot of threats on his kingside. If knight back. Oh, interesting. So now I could just take, winning a pawn, right? Maybe his point is this. But where does that lead? It doesn't lead anywhere, I don't think. Yeah, who's attacking who here? I feel like my king is getting attacked as well. But my rooks aren't connected, so that's a small problem. I can't attack back with the bishop, right? Not if I want to continue to win the pawn, but I feel like I've got these squares covered for now. And I'm more or less safe winning a pawn here. Just got to develop my bishop and get my rook over to contest the f-file. Whoa. Did he just... Oh no, he took a piece there. Yeah. So I'm just up a pawn. Then we traded pieces. So bishop d7. You could try to stop that with like queen a4. But then that hangs the e3 pawn, so doesn't look like he can stop bishop e7. Yeah, Zernix, with the light square bishop being back, you kind of just have to play around it, right? Like we both had the same problem though with his dark square bishop and with my light square bishop, right? So he successfully traded his off just now, and I'm still struggling here. But his knight doesn't have any activity either, so it's not the end of the world. Alright, so the question is, do I want to be on the C file or the F file here? So if I go here, he takes, gives check, and then I got king e7. It's not that big of a deal. His queen's not infiltrating or anything. And this queen trade probably favors me with the passed d pawn. So yeah, this is definitely an option. With rook c8, I'm not really threatening. I guess I'm threatening rook c3 with the fork here. And that's consistent with this with the structure, right? He's got this weakness here that I want to target, so that makes sense. I definitely need to improve my bishop next. My rook here was arguably the worst piece, and now my bishop is definitely my worst piece. So maybe bishop out here seems good. If his queen was here, that would be really bad. But you know, I can always come out this way. Like if I go here and then he moves here, bishop out here solves everything. So let's do this. Get outside the pawn chain. Maybe park the bishop here. That'd be good. The knight coming here would be a little bit of a pain. But you know, I still had this idea. Okay, so just move the bishop. So he's improved his knight substantially, and I've improved my bishop as well. But I think my bishop sits better on e4 than his does on d4. Because with bishop here, you know, it's facing both sides of the board. I'm infiltrating. I'm attacking. His knight is basically just holding down my queen here. That's it. So I've got a bunch of stuff going on here. Gotta be careful about this pawn though. So maybe rook here first. Although rook here, it's held by the knight. So actually, what threats can I make? If I can't go here because of, well, I can, right? Because this is a mate threat. He's not gonna take a pawn in response to a mate threat. Yeah, maybe queen here is actually looks sort of dangerous. Maybe as g4 there. No, the pawn's pinned. Queen here looks better actually, because even defending this pawn, I can still take here. Wow, why did he play this move? So queen here. You can't take here because of mate. Doesn't have any checks worth worrying about. Yeah, just queen here. Threatening mate, threatening the pawn. Okay, I can't take here now because of the pin's not there anymore. But if I take here and he takes with the rook, then this is deadly, right? And if he takes with the pawn, then I take here. So I go check, and then move the rook here to threaten that. He could push a pawn to defend that, I guess. It's worth it. It's worth doing, though, I think. Is it? Rook here, he can defend this way, and then I do the same threat. Let's try that. I'm threatening to take here, and then also the rook lift. Yeah, I agree, Fonza. So rook f6 now looks deadly. I don't know what he does to defend against this. There's no back rank issues. It's all cut off. So yeah, this is game over. So he threatened. Yeah, he defended this pawn with the queen. Yeah, rook g1 would have been bad. All right, but he lost to the rook lift. So yeah, h3. Wow, what a blunder. h3 was terrible. That's the reason why he lost that game so quickly. It's because he played h3. All right, back to tournament. Guys, I need to pause the tournament for a minute, maybe two, and I'm gonna leave you guys with Lichess TV while I go on a quick bio break. I apologize, guys, but I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Get back in this tournament. How am I doing in here? Where am I? Where's me? I'm 103. 103 out of 713. Not too bad. I can do better. I haven't gotten a 4 yet. The next game will be a 4 if I win it. Rook f4 is also an option instead of rook f6. I'm not sure what you meant, Tyrus. Because I remember rook f6 being really good with the rook left. Rook f4, wasn't there a pawn on f4? I don't remember. d4. Okay, so just got to beat this 1700. We should be good. So e6, like the Nimzo, instead of knight f6 first. Trying to get me into a Nimzo or a French. Okay, queen c2 is what I play here. All right, I'm supposed to take here. All right, I'll play knight f3. Okay, now I think I can get my, well, no, let's bring the bishop. Let's hang the bishop back. Do I want the bishop back or on g5? I remember in the Nimzo being beaten by this international master one time where I played bishop g5 and he just like kept his king in the center, played h6 g5, put his bishop here, and then attacked me on the king side, and that's where my king was, and that was a I have so many bad memories about that game. So I think for that reason in the Nimzo I avoid playing bishop g5. But he hasn't Fianchettoed his bishop yet, and it's unclear where this bishop is heading. But still, I think it's safer to keep it back here. Maybe I can go this way against his king. Let's go e3, bishop d3, b3, and bishop b2. What's your view on queen c2 versus e3 and knight e2 in the Nimzo? You know, I think I chose queen c2 just by looking at the win percentages in the opening book on Lichess. So, you know, that's basically it. I don't know too much about the theory of any of those moves. I know that the Nimzo is there's so much theory on the Nimzo that it's difficult to wade through. But yeah, I probably should take a more serious look at how White should play against the Nimzo Indian defense. But yeah, I haven't done that in my studies yet. Right now, I'm going really deep into an opening. Yeah, Fonza says that's why I play the Nimzo. Be careful with that caps lock, man. I actually took away that rule in the chat or whatever, but yeah, I still don't really like when people do the caps lock thing. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot. So what I was saying, right now I'm focusing my opening preparations on the intersection of my white repertoire with my black repertoire. So the only opening I play as both white and black is the Semislav Moran. So I'm doing a really deep dive on that opening right now, when I am studying the opening, which is not all that often. So if I was to play myself in chess, we would reach a Semislav Moran pretty quickly. And there's some really sharp lines there. Is this a threat? It's not, right? But maybe knight here is a good idea, just to blockade the center pawn. I've been reading Nimzovich's Mind System, and moves like this just pop out at me now, like as an obvious thing to do after reading this book, Mind System. But maybe bishop b2 was better. I don't know, because this really wasn't a threat. Yeah, actually, after knight here, he's got this move. Mindbrand. Requested by Sonic Castle. Yeah, so Mindbrand, I need to remember the name of that song, because this is the Sonic Castle song for all I know. People said that people said that is the best chess book ever wrote. Oh yeah, ever written. Yeah, I think people are saying that it's like the most instructive book ever written, mostly. Yeah. So actually, I think after d5, I would take the knight and then push, and then get the 3-2 on the queen side. Yeah, no problem, man. Will we ever see a stream without Sonic Castle requesting Mindbrand? Find out in the next episode of Chess with Chris. Somehow I doubt it. Unless Sonic Castle gives up chess completely, Mindbrand is just going to be a permanent feature of Chess with Chris. What's your view in terms of Slav versus semi-Slav, pros and cons of those openings? I think if you stick with the Slav, I mean, one's like a subset of the other, right? Like a semi-Slav is just a branch of the Slav defense. So having not played the mainline Slav all that much, I can't give too much of an opinion. But as a d4 player, when I face the semi-Slav versus when I face the Slav, I'm more concerned about the sharp lines in the semi-Slav than I am about the theory in the Slav. So if I'm white, I'm more afraid of the semi-Slav than I am of the Slav defense, if that makes sense. Just because I know how sharp. As a black player, when I play the semi-Slav, I know when I play against someone who really knows the theory, I know how sharp those lines can get. Yeah, so I'm more concerned about the semi-Slav as white. Okay, so now this move's not possible. I mean, I guess it is. It's just a trade. Although before it was just a trade as well. I don't know. Maybe he wants to play f5 here, kicking my knight away. Yeah, after f5, he's starting to win a piece, right? So f5, I go back, and then he wins the piece with the fork here. Can't allow that. Cannot allow that. So what do I do? This move is hard to stop. I think I just need to move my knight. I guess it's fine. And then after f5, I have to move one of these pieces probably, or play e4 myself. Instead of letting him play e4, I play e4. Yeah, e4, then he plays f4. I don't like that. But maybe I have to allow it. I'm not sure. I sort of like e4 with the idea of this bind. 3-Hit Chess must have requested the song. I remember this. Oh, 3-Hit Chess asks, wait, what's the best chess book ever written? So Fonza and I were talking about Nimzovich's My System. So My System by Aaron Nimzovich. Many people claim is the best chess book ever written. I've heard it's the most instructive chess book ever written. It's got kind of a weird style. Like he writes in this very scientific, like elaborative style, but he also has a lot of nice like poetic metaphors in it too, which I really enjoy. But it can be kind of boring because I feel like he makes the same point over and over and over again. Maybe there's some like subtleties that I'm not catching up on completely, but yeah, he spends so many pages talking about the same subject that I don't know. To the modern reader, it just feels like unnecessary or something. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm going through it page by page. I'm not skipping anything. And so far, I'm enjoying it. I really like it. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for the question, eChips. Is there a way to go into the semi-Slav after d4, knight f6, knight f6, knight f6, d5? I'm not following that line. Did you mean knight f3? So d4, knight f6, knight f3, d5. Yeah, I mean the semi-Slav is a response to the Queen's Gambit, right? So if they don't play c4, then you're kind of in no man's land for a while. So yeah, they need to play c4 for it to be a real semi-Slav. But if you're asking like, so d4, knight f6, knight f3, d5. Yeah, I mean, assuming white plays c4, then you just play c6 or e6, and yeah, you're in the Slav or semi-Slav. All right, so he played f5, which I was expecting, and now I'm debating between moving my bishop or moving my knight or playing e4. After moving my bishop, and here the knight doesn't have a good home, like it has to go backwards, and that sucks. If I go knight here first, there, yeah, it's the same position by transposition. So I think e4 is kind of forced here. And if he plays f4, yeah, I mean it's not ideal, but I can probably survive that. I kind of like, yeah, the dark square bishop becomes a problem with all these dark squares pawns, and then the pawn here on e4 is blocking this light square bishop. But I've got this nice juicy square here. Is there a way to go to the semi? Yeah, so I answered that. So Tyrus says, if you argue that a4, a5, then knight a4, b6 might have been a maneuver to consider. Okay, for some reason I'm not scrolling here. Wait a minute. So I missed a bunch of thing here. Yes, Running Dirty is my theme song. Nice. Okay, knight here is unexpected. I expected f4. Okay, whatever the song is, the Exes, Genius. That's not playing for some reason. I have to skip that. And we're out of song requests. Okay, so knight d4. He's hitting my queen, hitting the knight. I think I better trade. I can put my knight up here. That is if he takes with a pawn. If he takes with the bishop, then I'll probably bishop b2. Then my king side is left without a defender. This knight here is really important. Maybe this knight can be rerouted, come to g3. If it's kicked with f4, I mean, yeah, I'm not happy about this. But maybe king h1 and knight g1 and knight f3, if I have time for that. The other option is to pull the queen back to d1 to defend the f3 knight. I'm not really liking how this opening turned out, but I think this is a better option. Trying to catch my pieces without losing. Nice, Sonic Castle. You need to make a chess version of this song. I'd watch that on YouTube. Alright, so he plays f4. Alright, bishop e2. Just trying to connect my rooks, kinda, through my queen. Alright, and come back here. It's feeling worse and worse, but hopefully we get somewhere with this. After knight here, I have a threat of knight takes knight. Actually, knight takes, bishop takes, knight takes would be obvious, but knight takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, pawn takes here. I think I win a pawn in that line. And his pawn structure is ruined. So yeah, I am threatening this right now. So can I take here? No, because he takes, and then I take, and then he takes. Okay. So knight here seems like a great idea. Although if I move my knight somewhere else, no. I was thinking that this was pinned, but it's not really. The queen's protected. But the knight looks really good here. I'm waiting to snap this knight off. We are thinking a lot in this middle game, both of us. Yeah, variety is always a good thing. Yeah. Well, it is good. It is good. Good music or whatever. The chess is iffy, right? But we'll forgive that, I think. Yeah, E-chips. We're pretty hard on people who abuse the song request thing, right? Because skip exists for a reason, right? So. Like, I make sure my chat knows about skip now. Yeah. All right. So knight back into here. I guess he wants to take here. I guess I don't mind that. I'm considering trading here after the thing goes here, I can go play rook here, and then there. Although this bishop would be really hard to dislodge eventually. So I'd rather play c5 while his bishop is back here. Yeah, I don't know. I really like the idea of trading this off. But right now I have the bishop pair, but I can't really save it, right? Can I go here? I mean, temporarily at least. Maybe even the bishop is good on h3. So that after rook c1, he can't go rook c8. I actually kind of like that. Because after bishop g4, I imagine he'll go to knight f6. I'm going to not lose on time. And the bishop on h3 looks really strange, but I like it. I like it a lot. And after like something like g5, I can go g3 to hide the bishop here. If that makes sense. I'm not sure if that makes sense. But we'll see. Just Chris, what music do I like? I like jazz. I like electronic type dance music. I like some metal, some rock and roll, some metal. Yeah, quite a big variety, I think. If he takes here, I think I take with this pawn. That's unfortunate. I probably should have just taken his knight rather than retreated the bishop. But yeah, he's losing on time. I wonder if he's even aware of the time situation. I guess he is. Iron Maiden or Metallica t-shirt. I did not. No. And he's just losing on time. Yeah, I guess he's not aware of the clock at all. Yeah, f3. I should be okay here. Just play g3. And he's dead. All right, back to tournament. Another one on the board. That was a 4. Celebrate the 4. All right, and 76 out of 793. I'm solid 10%. So we'll should have time for at least 2 more games. Money? Do I like money? What are you asking about money? I think everyone likes money, Fonzo. What was Wolf asking? All right, yeah. Thanks, Salty Clown. All right. So e4, Caro-Kann, as always. Keep getting paired down. It's nice. I mean, this isn't another 2000 tournament. I should be paired up eventually. But I keep getting paired down. So now it's almost like we played a d4 opening, right? I'm against an e4 player with this position. I love it. All right, so the Panna Botvinnik. I think taking here is not the main move, but I like playing these structures with the isolated pawn too much. Oh, well, someone was asking about music, man. Yeah, so twice today I've gotten the Panna Botvinnik. I think people have, maybe people are spreading the word that this is the way you're supposed to meet the Caro-Kann. All right, so this attack here, yeah, I'll just protect with the queen, I guess. Go like this. Take back with the queen. More pressure here. So with the light square bishop gone, it becomes harder to advance this pawn. So e6 covering the square seems good. The early dc4 is weak because of d5. Yeah, Fonzo, but a lot of my opponents aren't I don't know. Like, I don't think they've had an opportunity to do this yet. Maybe right after I played here, he could have done it. I'm not sure. With the knight here? Yeah. Okay, earlier I couldn't do this because I could have taken this, but now it's not a big deal. So I'll just castle casually. Correction about the rumor. It says this is supposed to how you meet Chris with the Caro-Kann. I see. Yeah. So people are talking about how to play against me in the Caro-Kann. Got it. Yeah, I think I said at some point this is like the line that I was the most afraid of, but I'm not necessarily afraid of it. I just oh wow, unpinning the knight. So he wants to go here, forking. I guess it's not the end of the world. I would just take back here and move my queen somewhere, maybe here. Let's just keep developing. I do lose a bishop pair. Is the bishop pair worth something here? Is it worth fighting over? Should I move my bishop here? I don't want to delay castling. After taking the knight back, my queen and knight are coordinated here, so he has to do something about that. Should be okay. Shouldn't have said what you're afraid of. Yeah, maybe. Terry says, I think many people like to use the IQP setups versus a number of openings, so they just use the panel button to get to familiar structure. That's possible. Yeah, I play the IQP structure as white and as black in various lines. So, okay, so knight f3 defends h2. I'll go ahead and castle now. I could put more pressure with bishop here. That's an option. It's kind of a move I get for free because he has to respond to it. Maybe he plays this though. Let's just go ahead and complete development. I'll connect my rooks. The knight's hanging, but I don't see how he takes advantage of that right now. Yeah. So he plays h3 anyway. All right, so just stopping this move. I guess he could have played that last move. That would have been bad for me. This is my only target, really. So if instead of playing h3, he would have played here, he would have been much better off, I think. Ooh, Club to Death. Sonic Castle with the good requests. Actually, I like this song too. Who requested this? Eat chips. Nice. Okay, I'm not sure what this move is doing. I could establish my knight here. Although I don't really want to trade my bishop for his. Let's just bring the rook to a good file. Do I want to play this rook or this rook? This rook here doesn't actually stop rook c1, so probably it makes more sense to fight against this move. Because if he takes here, then he would have this option available if I don't play rook d8. All right. So where does the queen go? Maybe queen a5 ties the knight down. I don't see where else she goes. Queen d7 looks pretty passive. Oh, I'm dropping b7 if I go to a5. Okay, so queen d7 it is. If I go here, the double isolated pawns are not fun. I don't want to play with those. Let's go here. We'll play rook c8 next. Ponzo likes queen b6, but yeah, after the queen trade, I'm not happy about this pawn structure. Surely trades are usually good for the side with the isolated pawn. Yeah. Well, queen b6 means this trade in particular I'm not happy about, right? Because of the yeah, so rook c8 and I trade rooks maybe. And I'll play b6 I'm going to put my queen. I can put my queen here anyway right now. Yeah, queen here keeps the defense there, ties down the knight. Threatens to trade queens. It's not too much of oh, it allows rook c7. Let's not do that. Although, yeah, no. I can't allow rook c7. Let's hit the bishop for now. Get lift for my king with tempo. Queen b6 is a thing. I would play queen b6, a3, b5 with the idea before. a3, b5 with the idea before. b4. Yeah, that's not something I would have considered. Yeah. So now I think knight here makes a lot of sense. Hitting the bishop. And it also guards c7. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go here. I'm not afraid of this, right? Obviously, I'm covering that. But even if you could go here, I'd go like rook there. Okay, so this move is annoying. Just looking for tactics because I noticed his bishop is still on pre here. Can't really attack his queen at all. It's unfortunate. Wolf's request is finally here. Yeah, knight here is annoying. Queen here, maybe. I don't know. The bishop comes back here, and then this knight, all the knight moves are a problem suddenly. But then I have queen b6. Queen here, if knight here, I just take this bishop. He takes my rook here, and then there, and then I can just go queen back. I lose this pawn, though. But I'm up a piece, right? 2 pieces for a rook. I should be okay. Yeah, I want to play queen b6. Excuse you, the type of music now operating is utterly ridiculous without any harmony and touch of soft feeling. Oh, come on, Sonic Castle. You got to think about all the emotions that are required. Like I said, a lot of music is good for more subtle emotions. Sometimes you just want to scream, right? Like, real music at last. Really, knight here. So again, with the 2 pieces for the rook, but he gets a pawn. Okay. All right, I'm getting low on time. Trying to shore up everything now. This is kind of a threat, right? Kind of a threat. But you hate the last part. Yeah, Stairway to Heaven does have a good ending. I don't mind the whole song mostly. But I don't particularly remember the ending either. He's getting this. But I can go king here, right? No, I can't. I don't think I'm that brave. Am I that brave to go to f6 with my king here? That's probably not a good idea. Sometimes I'm too brave with my king. But after taking on e6, I have this move. Yeah, let's go here. Oh, my knight's hanging. But I think, oh no, I'm not threatening this. Oh boy. Okay, so let's move the knight. My opponent is tricky. Yeah. King f6 raw. Yeah, I'm not sure to eat chips. That would be risky. On d5, maybe I can play knight e4 with all kinds of coordination. Android porn. What? I've never heard that song, Sonic Castle, but I'll trust you. Oh, it's wrong song, all one word. Just for variety and totally contrast what I said before. Okay, so but that one obviously wasn't the one you meant. The one you meant. Okay, let's go here now. All kinds of coordination. So he's got like 2 pawns, or 3 pawns and a rook for 2 pieces. Yeah, so he should be winning here, but his king safety now seems amiss. So my pieces are coordinating themselves, and in a scary spot for him, I think. So take with the bishop. That's check. Yeah, I don't want to trade queens, right? Pretty sure I don't want to trade queens. So I'll take it with check first and then move my queen somewhere. Maybe here. Just a remix of a popular song that I've heard in the US quite a bit. Whoa, he takes with the rook. I'm shocked. So now I'm just a piece up. Now I do want to trade queens. Because, yeah, piece for 2 pawns. This is great. The piece, my knight can defend both of these squares. I can play a6 and put my knight back here. And now how do I go about trading queens? maybe knight here. So there's stuff going on here. Oh, there's only a minute left. Shoot. All right. I should have just taken this pawn. But yeah, I want to blockade this one as well. You like seeing Chris kick ass. Thanks, Luke to Fred. Hopefully we can do that here. Looks like I'm winning this pawn now. Let's check. I could just take here. And if he's nice, he'll trade queens. I don't think he will. After I take this pawn. I only have a minute left, so it's getting scary with the time situation. Alright, let's get the king active. Win some pawns. Got his king boxed out. This king is totally boxed out here. How do I stop his king? Maybe that's not the point. Shoot. Yeah, allowing his king to come around here was kind of bad, right? Now I need to like sack my knight and stuff. I think I should be fine. He can't stop my knight coming to both of these squares. Yeah, now I'm sacking here and promoting. "16 seconds. Can I do it?" I think I can. "14 seconds should be more than enough now. He doesn't even have any threats. GG. 7 seconds left to spare. Whew. All right. So that was another 4, right? Yeah, 2 4s in a row. So I'm in 50th. GG. All right. Who am I paired against? Okay, finally got someone over 2,000. Let's try to give him a good game. All right, Slav defense. I think this is more accurate, but okay. We transposed. It's all good. Semi-Slav. All right, so here's what I said was the intersection of my two repertoires. Although he played here instead of there. That's strange. Why didn't he play this? Maybe he expected bishop here? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Should I castle or play e4 first? I forget. I think you play e4 now. And I think I can play d5 here. Yeah, let's play d5 now. He didn't really play the most interesting line from the black side, I don't think. But he gets the isolated d-pawn. Again, I like playing against his structure. So now I'm going to go ahead and castle, and we'll fight against this pawn. Yeah. Yeah, the Slav's a great opening. For that reason, I think Tyrus. And it's a whole big variety. Like, all of these pawns could have ended up on a different square, depending on how we played this. Yeah, so far it's a bunch of IQPs. So I'm going to blockade, right? Keep this bishop bad. This is screaming out to me that I have to play this move like right now. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Otherwise, like, this comes with tempo, right? So although he's up a pawn. Yeah, somehow he won one of these pawns. Yeah, how did that happen? I didn't realize I sacked a pawn for all that. Oh, I see. d5 was actually a Oh, that's funny. Yeah, for some reason I just remembered the theory wrong, and I thought d5 was fine here, but actually I just lost a pawn. That's funny. All right, whatever. It's a weak pawn that he's up here, so it's not the end of the world. Okay. I'll take the c file. Play these moves against this bishop. So his pawns are a nuisance for his bishop, right? And then my pawn should be a nuisance for his bishop. So both of his bishops can be bad here. If I get in the move b4. Ah, here we go. Club to Death. I love this song. Okay, yeah, b4, that's a good move. Yeah, so that prevents my b4. And he's starting to take here twice. So, and threatening to take my knight, so I can't really, yeah, I don't think I can avoid trading here. But this a-pawn's now weak, right? Rook a8, and I'm on this, but I'm tied down at the moment. Maybe queen here. Hitting the bishop, putting pressure here. Yeah, let's try it. Finally connected my rooks. All right. Oh, knight here. That's interesting. That defends this pawn, attacks my queen. Getting back the bishop pair, I guess. Queen here, though. Maybe that's something. Certainly looks active enough. I like that my bishop is on this file. I just realized I don't have the option to take here because of this bishop's hanging, so I have to take back here. But now this bishop is weak. So a good knight, a bad bishop. If we could trade these two off, I might have a chance at ending game. Where do my rooks belong? Let's keep up the pressure on this weak a-pawn. Oh, my opponent just disconnected here. Hope he comes back soon. Because you time out a lot earlier in a tournament than in a normal game. I think about a minute or so, I'll be able to claim victory. Oh, no, he's back. Okay. Okay. So now he has this move available. It's not ideal. Maybe I should have considered bishop back here. The problem is, I didn't want my queen or rook tied down to my knight. So like, I'm not sure. I had ideas of like moving my queen up here and then the rook here, put further pressure here, but that doesn't work when he has rook b8. Have I ever played Club to Death on piano? No, I have not. No, I think I said before I've never played hardly any pop music on piano. Although I would like to change that. One of my favorite pianists, Brad Meldau, did covers of like Radiohead and other popular music. So I'd like to do some similar stuff like that. Like I play jazz piano, and I think playing something like a pop version of some of my, or a jazz version of some of my favorite pop music would be really fun, including Club to Death. But Sonic Castle has nice, yeah. Um, there's a long history of jazz musicians playing like jazz covers of pop music. That I'd like to get on. I'd like to get in on that. You know. All right, rook up here is unexpected. He's not threatening to take here or anything, so I can just move my queen. I was planning on going here anyway. Let's try that. So I'm trying to put the pressure on him on the clock, you know, like knight here, threatening to take here, I guess. That's not the end of the world. But I can't go here now because he takes twice here. Do I have rook takes here because of this? No, he's got rook back defending. But on that note, maybe I can tempt him away with pawn up. Where does he go? He can't go this way. He has to go back, basically. That's okay. I like him going back. Jazz is not easy, at least for me. It's breaking the rules of music, but it has to sound good at the same time. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on how far out you want to play, but there's lots of good rules that you can memorize to make jazz sound good. Like it's not the most complex thing in the world. I mean, I learned to improvise by following rules. Like it's not. I don't know. Yeah, go home, Rook, please. Or you know, just use more time on your clock. That's what I really want you to do. Jazz version of Writing Dirty. Oh, that would be hilarious. The problem with a lot of pop music is there's so few changes, like chord changes. Whoa, really? Oh yeah, I guess I can't take here. But I can go queen here, and I'm still threatening to take. If he goes here, I can just take the pawn. My bishop's still covering this, and after this, I have king f2 covering the back rank. Yeah, queen here seems tricky and worth playing for that reason. Oh my god, he's got queen here. What am I doing? I'm not even looking at all. Just totally dropped h2 for no reason whatsoever. All I had to do is take his queen. Only legal move. Just play it fast. But if he takes my rook, I take his, right? Like, this is not complex, and he still has back rank issues. So it's sharp. This is sharp, this position. So here, and then there. Oh, wow. What's he doing? Not sure what that move was for. Why I inserted that. So his rook is hanging. His rook is hanging, and my rook is hanging as well. His bishop is hanging. Everything is hanging. I'm not sure who comes out on top here, but he's only got 2.5 minutes to figure all this out. The melody is the tricky one, and the chords are variations on the normal one. You're talking about the melody in jazz? Yeah. Yeah, that's the improvisation, what I was talking about before. Alright, so now I've got to deal with my rook. I could just put my king up to get to step out of the thing. What is some threat I can make with the back rank being an issue? Right here doesn't do anything. Maybe I should connect my rooks. I don't know. What should I do here? Let's just try to hold everything. Not sure what to do. Wait, what? What? I'm really confused by this. That just looks like a mouse slip or something. Like, do you want to play Queen H4 check? I don't understand why he thought he could go to G3. Okay. Apparently he just freaked out in time trouble. That's crazy. He still had a minute and a half. More than a minute and a half. I don't understand Queen G3. Oy. Alright, Metallica. Another 4. How am I doing? 27th place. Top 5%. Wow. 27. That's about as good as I think I've ever done in the Daily Rapid. If I get one more 4, I might be in top 10-ish. No, 24 is top 20. Yeah, 24 would be top 20. Oh, and I'm paired down to a 1540. Wow. All right, I need to berserk this guy. Surely I can play fast enough to berserk this guy and win. The Metallica threw him off. Oh boy. Is Bishop D3 normal? It is. Yeah, Tyrus. Maybe not in that specific line, but Bishop D3 is a common idea for white in the in Caro-Kann. It is his good bishop, so it is kind of weird. But my bad bishop isn't really bad, so him wanting to get rid of it is natural. It can. Not that I know much, given that I play the French, not the Carol. Yeah, and I see Bishop D3 in so many lines as book moves. I mean, it's hard for me to remember which ones are unusual and which ones are not. Um, in the Caro-Kann, you just snap the piece right off. I'd have to come back. Although if I come back, this is an issue, right? After here, yeah, after bishop back, I have knight here. Okay, that's fine. Worried about this move. All right, he's used 2 minutes and I've used 1. We're on pace. We're playing about the right speed. His queen's tied down to the knight now. Get some rooks to the c file. Dominate that. Dominate that c file. So he's gonna have trouble with connecting his rooks. This is really good. I'm so glad he moved his like king f1. Oh, he just resigned. What? Why did he resign? He wasn't down material. All he did was not castle, and he resigned. Okay, that's not how you play chess, guys. Don't ever do this. Don't. I mean, unless you really like your mom's calling you have to go downstairs or something. Don't ever resign just because your king is in the center. Yeah, like if you have to go somewhere, if your wife or whoever's calling you, I don't know. That's really messed up. I can't believe he did that. But you know, if you're in a position where you have to go somewhere, don't enter a tournament. Like I don't know. That's very strange. He dropped the knight. Did he drop a knight? Wait. Did I miss something? Where are my games? Oh, I could just take his knight. That's why he resigned. I didn't even notice. That's the thing. Like, yeah, I totally didn't even notice that he dropped the knight there. Wow. Yeah, and if his rook moves to take my knight, I just trade queens. It doesn't work. Wow. Yeah, but at least wait until I take it. Like, when I take the knight, then maybe you can resign. Maybe. Maybe resign then. All right, 2085. Yeah, black was definitely better in that position just because he played king f1. But, all right, so he's playing a Benoni? No, he's playing a Benko. All right. Okay, I don't take the second pawn. I just develop my king side. Yeah, I may already be about a book here. I don't remember what I'm supposed to do. This gambit always makes me nervous. I don't think pulling the knight back was good, but we'll see. Really? So he just leaves this tension. It's kind of interesting. Go ahead and castle. Schendorf wrote a couple of nice books which give white repertoire in the kind of vein you play. Oh, that's interesting. A lot of my white repertoire is based off of John Bartholomew's Chessable D4 repertoire, which is free. You can go out and take a look at that. What he recommends white players play with D4. Huh. So I want to play like knight here. And then like A4. That drops this pawn. See, if I take and he takes back, I'm going to have trouble castling. I guess I could just play queen e2. Let's go for that. Queen e2. No, I'm not concerned about this. This endgame is tricky with his dark squared bishop coming back here, with pressure against my rooks that are supposed to be defending the pawns. Yeah, this is a Banco Gambit, Fonza. You're right. I was winning this pawn back. Oh, so maybe here? Should work. But he can take here and then queen here, right? But if he takes here, I'm kind of halfway tempted by king takes, but I'm sure that's wrong. Yeah, king takes. That looks so risky, but I keep this pawn. Now let's just give him the pawn. I'll do this. Actually, the queen's holding this pawn. Yeah, what am I thinking? Yeah, the queen is holding this. I have to go rook takes to hold the pawn. Oh, he can actually just go rook takes. Yeah, after rook takes, he goes rook takes, and then queen takes, queen takes. All right, so just give the pawn back and castle. It's fine. And I wish I could go king d2 or king e2 here to bring this rook out, but I can't. In the endgame, I'd rather have my king active, but I need to get this rook out. And I can't allow that. The rook to stay here forever. So now I'm tempted by this move, because I have rook here. Maybe the rook behind the pawn. Let's try it. Some eerie music. Cyberpunk 2077. Nice. So now I have this threat. Oh, hey, I'm giving a good player a decent game here. I can skip how to use dynamic Facebook URL parameters to tag your campaigns. I didn't request it. It's some error. How to use dynamic Facebook. Okay. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. Okay, it's gone. Thanks for that note. Alright, so knight here is attacking my rook. I can take this pawn. But then I can't get back behind the passed pawn easily. So I wonder if it's more important to get my pawn back, or is it more important to stay behind this passed pawn? I think it's more important to stay behind the passed pawn, right? Jeez, I don't know. Hmm. Let's stick behind the passed pawn for now. You can skip. Oh yeah, I'm over 2,000 now, by some coincidence. I'm not sure how. Oh, I think it's because that last guy. Wait, did I really get that many points just because that last guy resigned, or did I beat someone else after that? Yeah, I don't really know. I wasn't paying attention to my rating at all. Maybe I was like 1990 something when that happened. All right, so everything's tied down to this pawn. I'm tempted by this move to grab, to tie him down here, but then he can move this rook. But as soon as he does that, I get to b2. I have some bank rake issue I have to pay attention to. Let's see what happens. I just like that this guards from against this. And now maybe I can deal with my back rank. I'll play like g3 or something. Where's his king going? I guess he wants to free up his rook. Like this. Let's grab the a file first. Oh, I can't go here. The knight's got that square. Come over one more time. Go king e8. It's along the same plan. Come on, keep going. Keep going that way with the king. Come on, you know you want to. It's part of your plan. I'm sure that's what it was. Wanted to give me some points. Sonic Castle. That's funny. Join the tournament. We might get paired up. Now, for the moment, the arena is already over. So so yeah, whatever amount of points I had is my score. So it looks like I ended up in 20th place, unless I got overtaken at the last few minutes. Yeah, but the Daily Rapid Arena is now over. I'll pull up the tournament page here really quick. Let's see what place I got. Yeah, 20th place. Nice, 20 out of 938. That's darn good. That's respectable, guys. That's definitely respectable. So he went this way, losing a tempo. All right. Try to get some space. Yeah, thanks, Fonzo. Top 20. It feels good. Feels good. It's not top 20%. It's top 20. Not too bad. Some classical music being requested. It's interesting. All right, so he's got this pawn protected by the king from the front now. I've got to be concerned about this knight hitting this pawn. I can't just play like king f1 here because I need to be able to bring the rook back to f1. Maybe the knight back here to tie down this knight to this pawn made more sense. Oh, the king coming here, I just noticed. That's kind of an issue as well. I did not consider that. Oh. So now what? I mean, I guess I'm doing this to win this pawn. Oh, that's interesting. So I take here, there, there. So again, I'm trying to get behind the passed pawn. I can attack this one more. But yeah, I really need to be concerned about him advancing this way. But this looks so tempting. I don't know. Why did I give him a pass pawn? I'm regretting that now. Hmm. Victory music for making the top 20. Yeah. This is very happy music, that's for sure. So I just noticed now after king here, I've got knight here, and if he takes this, I take this. So that makes this idea less venomous in my eyes. Okay, so check. But his king's coming. Oh no. Oh, this is so bad for me. So bad for me. What do I do now? Do I come back the way I came? I need to get my knight here so that the rook can go back here again. Oh, this is so bad. Yeah, cause just like rook here, knight here, he promotes. Yeah, he's gonna do it that way. That works too. I'm losing. Alright. Well, we gave it a good run. Do I pin my knight? Do I go here? Pinning my knight doesn't look like the end of the world right now, but it's just a couple of... Now this is some victory music. This is the Portal 1 victory theme song, right? Is it Portal 1 or Portal 2? Probably Portal 1. Yeah. It's good stuff. I love this song. Because it's such an unexpected... it was such an unexpected character to sing this song at the end of the game. I really loved the Portal series. I'm waiting for Portal 3. I would actually start playing video games again if they release Portal 3. I haven't played a single video game since, I don't know, probably 7-8 years. But if they release Portal 3, I would play again. Oh, Portal 2 is fun. Yeah, Portal 2 was really cool because they did the whole co-op thing, right? Oh, you haven't played the co-op yet. Oh, if you yeah, if you find someone to play the co-op with you, it's really worth it. It's a whole completely separate campaign where you play with someone else. Like all unique maps compared to the single player. So if I go here, he just takes, and then he has a knight. So what do I do? Guard my back rank? I can't really make any threats. Not sure what to do. I'm looking for a portable player with VR. Oh, VR would be fun. Yeah, and VR is real tech now. So like they really could make portal for like the Oculus Prime or something like that. Just trying to stay solid. Keep everything defended. Maybe I can run them out of time or something. There's a spin-off. Oh wow. He's got to find some plan here to make progress with his queen. Maybe there's a way to just checkmate me here. I don't know. I'm gonna play queen here, and then pawn here. Okay, so he's threatening queen here. Winning a pawn. So I guess I block that? I don't know. I could give a check. That doesn't really do anything. Knight back blocks. I don't know. Yes, knight here. I think knight here was stronger because king here, queen there. I don't know. So now he's threatening queen here. Doesn't do too much, right? Oh, I'm in check. Right. Okay. So now maybe he's the one who wins on time. Now it's queen versus knight. This is much easier. He should be fine here. Can't take this because of this. He's playing awfully slow for having 40 seconds left. Okay. Now he's playing faster. And he realizes the clock situation. I don't have any material left. Game over. Alright. So back to tournament. We know how we did. We got 20th place because I looked at it early. But yeah, that felt good. I actually berserked in my last 4 here, so I got a 5. Can you guys see that? Oh, you guys can't see that, can you? Wait. Here we go. Now you guys can see my score here. This run of like 6 wins in a row where I berserked once. So I berserked in my first game and my last game, and I won 6 in a row. That's darn good. Oh, that doesn't happen too often to get 6 wins in a row. But yeah, that's how you get 20th place. Is just to get like all these wins in a row, or play a ton of games like this guy. He just plays like instantly. Awesome. Well, let's see. I'm trying to think what I want to do now. Does a viewer want to challenge me to a quick blitz game or something really quick? I'm not sure. Not sure what else is going on really. Yeah, maybe like a 5-minute game, Zernix. That would be fine. But yeah, I'm definitely happy with my 20th place down here. That's cool. Yeah, Zernix, if you want to play 5 minutes, I'd be happy to do that. I don't remember. I think you and I have played before, Zernix, but I don't remember what your rating is. So I guess we'll find out soon. Sicilian Defense Rapid Arena is coming up next, but yeah, I don't have time for another tournament, unfortunately. Let's go to the main page. All right, here we go. Zernix playing 5-0. Cool. So we're playing a Slav. Does the song sound familiar to you? It doesn't really. I can't say that I've heard this before. Oh, I think I just dropped a pawn. It's a minor cover from a song. Hmm. So we're trading down to an endgame here. I think that's fairly dead drawn. I'm not sure how to fight for a win here, honestly. We trade queens. Yeah, like I don't even know. Like we both have weak B pawns, right? But maybe my knight is too far away, and he has pressure on the light squares. I don't know. Maybe he has something here. Hmm. Can't allow king here. Yeah, it's like my bad bishop versus this good one, right? So I'm not doing well in this endgame. Plus I have the double pawns. This is not fun. Not fun for the white side. I still think it's a draw though. I think. Yeah, I'm not sure b6 I don't know. But usually you want your pawns on light squares when you have the dark square bishop. Okay, so much fewer of my pawns now are on dark squares, so I'm pretty happy. Bishop has so much more scope after all those trades. His king is nicely boxed out of, you know, these two pawns here. I think my king can come up this way. His king is going to block, and then we should have a draw, I think. I don't know. Still kind of unclear, but I still see my pathway to a draw here. So if I trade... Yeah, I think black wins if I trade, right? So I can't trade. Let's go here, maybe? I do feel like black is still better. I just... but not by much. Just not by much. Whoops. Alright, that might have been a blunder that cost him the game. I was definitely worse there, but not after this move. Good game, Zernix. Good game. Alright, so with that, I think I'm going to go ahead and perform a raid. So this is another small streamer that hasn't gotten a lot of views. I think he's corrected a lot of the issues he had when he first started. He had some audio issues that made him hard to watch, but hopefully he's corrected that. I'm gonna go ahead and rate him, assuming that he's corrected those things here. So stay tuned for Pure Fan, guys. He's coming up next. We'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.